Phantasmagoria are up against it. Now, he would not rule out Robbins. Robbins has been playing very well as well for them so far. And Zabza, of course, with that Deagle and that 4 kills in 1 round. He's gonna want revenge on Blackmane after that.
No, there's going to be a massive grudge going on between those
Your
two.
mic's gone ape again.
Darn.
Tuning in is... I'm used to casting with RoboSpec. I believe he's on the other channel this time, though. This time it's Robo Menace.
Has it cleared up?
That sounds like it's cleared up now.
That's a lot better. So we'll be having knife once more again on this map, of course, because you get the chance to choose sides every time you start a new map in a best of 3. Although, it is now, instead of wanting defense on City Streets, these guys are going to be looking for attack. And the game, the pace of the matches, you know, on this map, either pick up a whole lot or they slow down a whole lot. You might hear the end of the round timer actually start ticking a little bit more. Because, you know, if you have players like Zabza on the front line, they're going to be rushing towards the bomb site. They're going to be annihilating anything in B, and they're going to get that bomb done quickly. Whereas on the other hand, you allow everyone to get in a situation, and because this is crossfire, and, you know, all the walls here are pretty much made of paper, you allow the enemy to get into a position, and you start picking them off one by one. Like trying to pull toothpicks out of... you know, out under your fingernails or something. It's just painful because you can't really stop the enemy shooting you in any way. Now,
I always find this is a very big important map for the snipers as well. That street offers a lot of opportunities for them, and Blackmane and Zabza. Zabza didn't actually have that much luck with his scope in the last map. It all sort of came from his Deagle, really. Whereas Blackmane was doing quite well without scope. But I guess we're going to see how they're going to line up. It's always a good one to match their skills against each other. I don't know when these guys would have played each other last, really. Obviously, Blackmane and really the whole of Dignitas returning fairly recently to the game. Whether how much these guys practice, whether they played each other in practice, and etc. But yeah, it's always good to see the top snipers against one another on this map.
Then again, we're not actually sure yet who might scope. We might see Fan actually picking up the scope.
That is very true, yes.
I'm really curious to see that one go. If anything, I want Blackmane to scope.
Fantasy has actually got the scope in at the moment, so.
Oh. But if anything, I'm gonna say I actually want Blackmane to scope. I like knowing, you know, what you can expect to see from the player coming up ahead, kind of thing. Because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen Blackmane scope on, Fantasy scope on Crossfire yet. So should be some interesting stuff coming up from him. On the other hand, Cower, I'm gonna throw this out there. I've got like you know that weird tingly feeling about something, and I just think Cower's gonna push one of these rounds with shotgun. He's gonna go mid street, and he's just gonna decimate something. But I think we might see that happening. On the other hand, I'm expecting the same kind of thing from Zabza. I'm expecting him to push that street heavily. I'm expecting Vey to be towards top light or top of the bus. And I'm expecting him to get a whole bunch of wallbangs and picks. But we shall see how it unfolds here as we head into the knife round.
Yes, the exciting bash round. And Dignitas took the last one. I think it was 4-1 or 3-1. Quite a big difference. So... really, this map, I'm not too sure whether the defense or the attack's really the better one. I would, if anything, I would go with the attack tends to be the better side on this map. At the moment, it is all even in the knives. 4 against 4. Blackmane and Robbins both going down as they leap towards each other. Like, I would say gazelles, but it's a bit obvious. The Cower flashing up. I mean, flashing is just rude. You're flashing up the team to then running with the knives. So nothing's really coming out of it. Now, in fact, if anything, they're losing players doing that. And they're going to go down. Vey manages to pick up another. And that's 3 for Vey, I think, in that round with the knife. Nice work there. So Phantasmagoria will pick up the knife. What side will they choose? I'm going to guess with attack. And that looks like that's what they're sticking with.
Yep, so should see some quick rounds coming out. You know, we've seen some interesting tactics come out recently on Crossfire. You have that one man baiting towards B side and then, you know, everyone else pushing A. Or you have everyone pile on B and then pick everyone trying to cover the bomb side from A. Or you have the usual SMG towards lower light, AK towards top light, scope lingering around everywhere, and then an AK and SMG on that B side. So you have the spread out, the A push and the B push. And I'm expecting, a lot of people expect to see that whole B push come out, and we shall see what comes out from these guys. I'm expecting Fan to push B-side a whole lot. But then again, you know, as Dignitas would have with their nades, I'm expecting them to be denied a whole lot too. And if you guys are new to COD, or if this is the first time you're ever watching a COD stream, this is Call of Duty 4. This is Pro Mod, where 2 teams of 5 play it out against each other on a map where one team tries to stop the bomb plant going down, the other team tries to get the bomb down. Typical search and destroy, but just with an extra couple of rounds to really, you know, define who's going to be the better team in the end. And starting us off here, we'll take it away with Fantasy. He's going to be scoping up that street. There's going to be a whole bunch of smoke coming out from Phantasmagoria. They have pushed towards that B side. They've got 3 players there. Unfortunately, they've actually got a play that's timed out. Zabs now scoping towards Blackmane. Just dodges a nade. And now we'll see Fantasy pick off Elking, who had unfortunately timed out. So there was not much they could do about that frag. And they are down 2 players early on in the round. See that spray coming out from that cafe area. Vay's trying to move on to that bomb site, but he's first got to clear out that A area. He's got to make sure that there's no one in that building that's going to pick him off as he tries to get that bomb down. So with a combination of spray from that top A building and from the cafe side, there's no way you can get the bomb down. We'll see Vay moving in. He's going to fake on the bomb a couple of times, try and draw out a grenade or 2. And we do see a grenade actually flying in here. As Vay now moves in, tries to plant the bomb once again. Spray comes out, he does actually get tagged up. They're going to stop shooting then, he's going to be able to get away here. Cower coming in with a later nade though. Dalru's going to get the kill onto Katana. And Dignitas are going to pick up this round relatively easily. But you've got to remember that it was the 4v5 from the start of that round.
Indeed, it was a fairly easy close that round, but like you mentioned, he pretty much dropped out right at the start. I was actually following him. I just thought, where's he going? He just ran straight across the street, straight into a wall that went out. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's always good to get a sighter on them, and it's kind of like give them a free round if anything. It's always a bit harsh, but you know, it's not Dignitas' fault, and it's not Phantasmagoria's fault, and
but someone's got to be punished for it.
Someone's got to get punished for it, and unfortunately it was Phantasmagoria. So from a spectator point of view, we always want a best of 3 to play out in its fullest. So in that sense, I guess we kind of want Phantasmagoria to win this map, but who knows. Dignitas obviously would quite happily take a 2-0 and move on to place Lowland Lions. That's a game that's obviously coming up. Lowland Lions as opponents. Who would you say has got the better chance against them, really? I mean, they've had some pretty damn good results of their own lately.
Lowland Lions, it's one of those things. They're really high up at the moment. They are. I mean, I haven't seen them in an official match lately where they've lost. It doesn't happen. They're what, you know, Dignitas used to be quite a couple of years ago, or Fnatic even, or you know, Power was at one point. They're just unstoppable. There's just no team that at the moment can take them down. And unfortunately, from my perspective, any team that I feel faces up against them is going to be going in with a disadvantage, because everyone else in the community thinks that Lowland Lions would win. Or I say everyone, I'm assuming a lot of people are going to be voting for Lowland Lions on that one. So, you know, going in, you're already going to be the support down. You're going to be going up against a team that hasn't lost a game yet or anything like that, all the way through to the finals. So, you know, you're going in pretty much the underdogs. And as much as I'd love to see anyone beat them, if I had to put money on it, it would go to Lowland Lions.
So, we're just waiting for the one player. It will be Elking once he sorts himself out. I'm assuming he's coming back. Assuming his internet has not completely dropped off the planet. And once that happens, actually Fantasy was the scope as well. We did notice at the start. So Blackmane switching across that for Dignitas. We mentioned at the start of the show that they do switch around to whatever roles they feel are more comfortable. And at the moment, Blackmane's actually been using the M4. I'm not too sure whether he's going to be using it in the game. I didn't actually get to see whether he was using it in the match. It used to be a favourite very early on in Call of Duty days until a lot of people obviously switched across to the AK. I'm interested to see whether he actually sticks with that. You never know how these players are. And like you say, he's been playing a lot of Modern Warfare 3. Maybe he just feels it feels more comfortable after playing that for a long time. I don't know.
Do you by any chance remember a couple of iSeries finals ago where Blackmane actually played with a G3? On Crossfire, played with the G3 in the grand finals. And they actually won. They came out on top of that one. So, to be fair, seems Blackmane, Crossfire, and a bunch of pressure seem to work really well together. well, a bunch of pressure and a random gun thrown in there. But, you know, M4 has actually been coming back a lot more, especially when we have open maps like this. You'll also see a lot of the play coming out on Strike these days where, you know, the M4 is making its return. And I personally play with the M4 silenced in competitive play because not only does it confuse the hell out of your enemies, but it's really good long range. So, you know, every little option of the weapon having its perk. And we see the timer running down. There is only 1 minute 15 left on the timer, and if that runs out, well then unfortunately Phantasmagoria are going to be starting the man down until their teammate reconnects, or until we reach the half-time where they have got another 5-minute gap to try and get their teammate back.
Which is never the best, really, when it's the very first round of the game. It's it always feels a little unfair. And in all honesty, if it was a LAN event, it would be a map restart. They would just go straight for it. I think it's 3 rounds in, isn't it? Normally the map restart when you're at live events. But you know, always when I watch Crossfire, it reminds me of one of my favourite games. I don't know about yourself, whether you've got a certain favourite that's been on Crossfire. For me, it was Meet Your Makers versus Team EG. A long time ago, back at it was the event in Roskilde, the Tex 08, I think it was. I think it was 09. It was 08, I believe, where they had a triple overtime on here.
Wow.
You got any sort of great memories of this map? Any sort of great games you've had on here?
On Crossfire more specifically, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the community will relate to me on this one, but when I just say Tim D, Reason Gaming, Fnatic, and it was 12-11, Reason all the map down, it's a 1 versus 4, light, I was about to say Tim D was lighters. I've completely forgotten his name, I feel bad, Tim Denton. Yes, but him. And he killed the man defusing the bomb as the time ran out and stopped the team winning. Or yeah, so I took it into an overtime. That was probably one of my fondest memories. Personal memory on here, 5-man I got once against Infused. I was really happy about that.
It's always nice to get an ace, yeah, especially against a decent team. So here we go, Phantasmagoria, if I absolutely butcher the name, are already 2v5, and it is Elking, manages to come around, he has reconnected, picks himself a Bedeagle kill there, it is a 3-on-2, that's Vay's going to pull it back as Mark goes down, Delru now sitting captive in that house. Vay with the bomb, they're actually all over on the right hand side of the street, over at the A site, so Phantasmagoria really don't want to go across that street because they're going to be wide open, although Delru's certainly not looking. Elking is just keeping his defensive ground. They're hoping that someone's going to go peeking, and at the moment they are not. There's absolutely no one over at Kebab. They are all over on the right hand side there. Elking just had a good look at them. Someone's going to peek around that corner any moment. It is Delru in that building, but you know, Dignitas are playing this one cleverly. They have no reason whatsoever to go looking for those frags. And unfortunately for Phantasmagoria, that is what they're hoping for. So which is why we've got this little stagnation in play. Elking now, oh, there's Vay, managed to tag up Fancy there. He's going to put that across to Elking. Elking is going to try and close the ground on him. Instead, oh, Fancy does manage to get the Deagle kill on the back end of Elking there. So now Vay is all on his own. He's going to try and get in that bomb. I don't think he's going to get the plant down. Yeah, no, just about. Delru clears him out. And it's a Dignitas round. Despite the really good start that they had, they struggled to close it out, but nicely played. Very tactical from Dignitas. Nice, slow, try-hard play.
Now, for anyone that was wondering there how Elking had made it all the way down the street, what you might see a couple of times on Crossfire happen is the teams get so fixated on making sure they don't get flanked that they don't cover the middle street. We've actually seen guys run all the way down the middle street because the guys are so sure that they're going to be flanked. And of course, Cow wasn't looking that way. Fantasy was watching towards the back of A, and Elking just casually walked down the middle of the road. And then now we see Cow with that crossfire takes out Elking. The bomb is attempting to be planted. I say that it has gone down. And now it is down to Cower as Katana swiftly shuts down Blackmane, swiftly shuts down Cower too. And that's going to take it to 1-2, and Fan grab their first round on the side that they chose from Knife.
Yeah, so a much important first round there. So let's follow Delru this time. And like you say about the running up street, it's something that I've seen many an SMG player do over the time on this map. They can easily just get that smoke down, just make a quick dash straight up street, straight in the backside of the entire team, and can pick up a triple kill before they even realise what has happened. At the moment though, it is all square, 5-on-5, and now as I mentioned it, Mark picks up a double on Elking and Vay there. as he works his way up. He was just peeking in towards Melon, really, and he's gone back in towards the street. He knows that, I think it's Robbins actually that's gone in towards the A house. A spin across to him. Yes, it is. Robbins tagged up. He's staying prone, and Mark keeping a beady eye straight on that position. In fact, he's going to go back in towards... Oh, he's got one just above him in the Melon. He's actually going to peek, and I think Mark might find himself a third frag of the game. Delru does take down Robbins there as Mark comes up. Oh, straight into the crosshairs of Katana, ready and waiting. Zabs has also rotated to the ground, managing to get a glimpse towards the top house. Oh, he's just looked away as he caught a glimpse of someone in that top house. Blackmane has been tagged up. That was by Katana in the backside streets, just outside the Kebab. And again, Zab's just catching a glimpse of something moving. Oh, he manages to tag him in Fantasy, hanging on by the string of his team. Zabza tries to put the deagle shots through the wall, doesn't happen. Kawa locks Katana on the bus there with the bomb. Oh, he's looking through the wall. Zabza in all sorts of trouble. Can't make his mind up what gun he wants to use. The Blackmane takes him down nicely with that deagle. And Dignitas with another solid defensive round.
Now, once again, we do see Dignitas swapping it up again. We got Fantasy back on the scope. Blackmane, of course, we're looking over the scoreboard quickly. Blackmane only 1-1-2 at the moment. So, you know, utilizing the scope, maybe not to its full effectiveness, and this is why they change it up. And, of course, this keeps Fan heavily on their toes, because now you kill a plane, you think, we kill the scope. Oh, wait, it's not the scope anymore. He's carrying an SMG. See Fantasy moving towards back A, seeing if he can get a frag towards his lower light. And there is Robbins. He does take that frag onto Robbins, but not after that guy had killed his teammate. Bomb's going to go down, or him to be planted. Zabs with an 8 onto Blackmane. That clears our cafe. Fantasy's got one just around the corner. Won't be able to get that frag, though. And now Alking rotating around the back of the enemy spawn. Kawa takes up the bomb planter. That is Vey down. Katana onto Fantasy. It is all down to Kawa at the moment. Katana pushing forward. There is a bomb plant going down, but Katana's going to close off Kawa very quickly, and it'll take it to 2-3. And Fan fighting back.
Yeah, Katana on a bit of a mission here. He's got 6 frags already. Opening up very well in that round as well. So Katana lines up that nade. Let's see if he's going to go straight down the street. Puts a couple of prediction shots straight down the street, trying to cover off anyone. Dashing up, does manage to get tagged off by Mark there. He had him in his crosshairs, but Mark managed to get the land their bullets first. And Elking deciding to back up now as Delru takes down Robbins, because it is a 5-on-3. And Phantasmagoria having to move into the defensive despite being on the attack. Having to go tactical, hoping that Zabs can pick anything up with this scope. As of yet, not had a great deal of luck. Picked up the 2 kills so far, but one of them was with a deagle. Zabs looking towards Kebab. Oh my god! The reactions were just not there, and Mark managing to take him straight down the back there. Elking, his defensive man, was not in the right position, but Zabza had a clear view of someone walking across. Like the reaction speed of a 70-year-old there. Oh, and Elking also catching a glimpse. Who is in that house? Because I think it's Fantasy. He's actually just strolled across twice in front of crosshairs. This time it is Blackmane that comes down to Elking. Managing to bide his luck. He cannot get away with it the third time. Vey is actually going aggressive. He's got the bomb. Where is he going? I do not know. For some reason he chose to go down towards front Kebab. I don't know where he was going with that one, but that was an easy round for Dignitas, really.
It did. I mean, especially towards the end when fans started, you know, getting on their toes and fumbling around a little bit, and pretty much just made themselves easy targets for the Dignitas side. Now we see Mark, very quick rush, but Zabs is going to be right on top of that with a scope, shut him down very quickly. And now we'll see Phantasmagoria take over that watermelon side. And of course, this really opens up that B bomb side for them. Alkin going to try and cover his teammate as they need to try and clear out that cafe. A grenade comes in. That's one less grenade they need to worry about. Alkin getting tagged up from the side. As we see spray coming in from Blackmane through the wall. A bomb plant is going down once again. Blackmane starts laying down some spray. Has tagged up Vey extremely heavily. Unfortunately, fails his reload. Is going to have to reload his weapon once again. Down to a 2-on-4. Blackmane's got one just around the corner. He's got to be careful. He does not have the best close range gun with him at the moment. And does get caught off guard. Does spot Robbins, but Robbins also quicker on the reactions there. And it's going to be Elking to close the Fantasy in then, and it's going to take it to 3-4. And Phantasmagoria still in this one. You know, keeping it close, but they should really try and look to grab the lead.
Yeah, very close indeed. So let's follow Zabs. Will he pick it? Oh no, he won't, because he sees big smoke. And that is blocking his view once again. Grenade. Ooh, that grenade was so close to his feet. Katana does go down, take down Mark, but not before going down to Delru though. Fantasy comes in around the side. Cower on Robbins. Cower. That was Robbins going very aggressive. Shut down straight. Look at him, just out the front of the A complex. So he'd gone very aggressive there. Zvey with the bomb. Really sitting back in this rate, and he knows, because Mark, I think it is, it's not, Mark's dead. I'm talking shite. Who is it? It's Delru. There it is. He's got two ahead of him, one to the left and one to the right. And now they're both to the right hand side. They're actually grouped up. He's going to get one peek across, but the thing is, I believe they know he's there. He can hear the steps. He's going to get, he's just backed away. They are playing this one very cautiously here, Phantasmagoria. And Delru does not want to push up, but he's got himself in a good situation. And look at that, they are just trying to bait him in, and they will manage to get the headshot. It's always the downside. When you are prone, you are very vulnerable to that headshot. And once they knew his position, they managed to clock him down easily there. Cower being tagged up. Blackmane tries to cover off the bomb plan. Does go in though from Zabza. Blackmane now on a mission. He's got to get himself in towards that bomb site. He's going to go in towards Melon Room, I think. He's got one just around that corner. Oh, he didn't quite get the right look at it. Didn't get any tags at all through that wall either. It is Elking that's believed that's in just around this corner. Blackmane now going to come around there. Elking does take down one, takes down two, takes down three. Beautifully done, and making that Melon Room his own.
And it seems that Delru has really picked it up this map. 7-1-4 at the moment. Well, Blackmane, well, can't say the same for him at the moment. 1-2-6. As it seems not every player can perform on every map. At this point in time, Fantasy starting off strong as he takes out Katana. That's a really strong AK down. And on Crossfire, shutting down the AKs and the scopes are about the most important thing on this map. The SMGs do struggle a little bit more as they've got very few spaces to utilize for a close range situation. See Elking taking out Mark. A quick little peek towards the back of the stairs. Blackmane with that spray through that doorway once again, tagging up the players that are standing in that watermelon doorway. And it really just does stop them from pushing out. We'll see the nades start flying out here from Dignitas as they try catch Phantasmagoria off guard. Cower's nade not connecting. Vay's going to go in here for another fake plant. Fakes it a couple of times. Another nade drawn out. That's already two we've seen being drawn out from the Phantasmagoria side. And of course, it's always a nade less to worry about. Delru taking out Elking. There's only 3 players left for Dignitas. But I think among them, they don't have any more grenades left. So now it's going to come down to that sheer gunpowder to try and stop Fan getting this bomb down. And Vay is going to be able to get this one down. Unfortunately, Blackmane sprayed just not on the mark. And Vay's going to get away from it. And once again, we see Phantasmagoria quickly jumping into action and getting away from the bomb site as quickly as they can. We'll see Blackmane able to pick up an SMG as he pushes towards this watermelon side. And he always has the difficult task of coming from Cafe. He's trying to clear out watermelon, which of course has got so many little corners. And we see Robbins and Zabza both grabbing frags. It's all down to Blackmane. We'll be able to pick up the frag onto Zabza. But with 14 seconds left on the clock, he's going to go for a straight defuse here. Any other player's going to be able to stop him? It is going to be Robbins. This is going to come in from lower light. And Phantasmagoria grab the lead here as they push themselves to 5-4.
Yeah, some important attacking rounds here from Phantasmagoria, playing it very smartly as well. As soon as they had that defensive position, they didn't show themselves. They didn't go looking for those frags. They let them come in, let them go for that defuse, and just took them out in a nice crossfire across the street. Zabza now going up towards the top house. Actually, Katana opening up into the exchange. Robbins also getting down Blackmane, not before he took down Vay though. Oh, that was attacking the backside of your teammate. I think he actually helped towards Robin going down there, Katana. I'm pretty sure he caught him in the back just as he entered the kebab house. And that is not going to help. So it is 3-on-3. Delru, Mark and Kawa have to really try and pick up this round for Dignitas, because Phantasmagoria are on a bit of a roll. And Katana going, looking for frags. He's got 2 round to the left-hand side, at the back of this building, really. Might catch a glimpse of one through the window. Oh, Elking catches down Delru. Delru was going in towards Melon Room there. And it's taken down. Just got a sound of one round the side there of Katana. Stood right next to him, and now Katana's completely come around the house. Had a free shot, really, on Fantasy there. And manages to catch a glimpse. They know exactly where Kawa is, but Kawa has taken down Zabza. He was shooting at the wrong floor, though. Kawa... Oh, just tagged up, and Elking is there again. Elking has really turned on the last few rounds now. And it's starting to pick up quite a few kills, and that is 6-4 now. Phantasmagoria picking up a healthy lead.
Now they've got to be sure that they get this at minimum 7-5 on the attacking side. They know what Dignitas can do when they're actually placed on the attacking situation. And you know, I'd be worried if I was Fan. You got to. They might even be looking here for the 8-4, and that's all we'll see. This lot slow play coming up. No one drops to the early round nades anymore. You know, again, 20 seconds into the round. Not a single player has gone down yet. I say that Mark is getting heavily tagged up, taking a whole bunch of lead to the body, but he's going to be able to brush it off and regen. Robbins pops his flash out towards back A, but he's not going to push. He's just going to kind of say, listen, I'm here, and be careful. I'll come for you later. Robbins takes up the position of holding that lower lighter. This is going to allow his AK teammate, who was in that position, to actually cross the street and to get more cover out on that street. Vey on that bomb, doing a great job of carrying it at the moment. Most likely going to see if he can get in a couple more fakes on here and draw out grenades from Dignitas. We'll see Fantasy ringing off a shot. Zabza does drop. Now Fantasy, along with his teammate Mark, are starting to clean house here as Viking also drops. And now it's all down to Katana and Robbins. Katana taking out Mark. Robbins is towards that lower light. At the moment, the last 2 that are left for Fan are split. But they're split for good reason, because they don't want to be picked up together. And now we'll see Robbins take out one, but Blackmane takes out the bomb planter. Robbins is not going to try and cross the street here, but Blackmane, again, just waiting in prowl. And easily going to get that frag onto Robbins, taking it to 6-5. Fan need this next round.
They do need this round. And we're going to see, can they take it? They managed to get into the right places, just couldn't make it count when it needed to. Blackmane was the thorn in their side that round. Katana taking a look. Is he going to go aggressive this time? It worked out last time. This time he's going to sit back, and it is actually Blackmane they're after. You can see Elking is down quite far ahead, so I'm going to try and switch across to him. He is typically moved all the way back as soon as I get to him, which is just great. But Blackmane had backed up completely. So, like you mentioned, no early nades really going out. No opening exchanges. Not this crazy stop nades going across street, taking cars down. All the cars staying standing. Blackmane, the only man tagged up, but still hangs on in there. Looking down behind the stalls. That juicy kebab in the corner. And at the moment, it is still 5-5. Now finally Delru manages to find home, and Robbins goes down. Delru backing up. Mark taking a Vey. This is a good round, and it's not good for Fan though. Fan have to take this one, and now they're down to 2. It is Zabs and Katana. They're going to have to go huge here. Marcus picking them off from that corner house. Oh, Zabs just got a glimpse, but didn't manage to land the shot, and this time gets tagged up. Mark getting another one. Katana finally finding Kawa there, but Blackmane covers him off. And that is all square 6-6. Mark doing a tremendous job in that last round. Overall, Katana leading the frags in the half though, but he just didn't really get in his position. I thought he did better. Every time he went more aggressive, got himself in towards that A complex, I just felt Katana did so much better there. But again, the sniper's not really making that much of a difference on this map so far.
Not really. I mean, you mentioned about Katana that was falling back, but as soon as he was falling back, I saw what they were doing. We saw Elking had a grenade, and he was standing back to do the cafe nade, so that when Vey did the fake on the bomb, they tried to draw Blackmane out, and that's why he was tagged. He was actually really lucky to get away from that nade. Brilliant teamwork, really well executed, but in that moment, that, like, you know, great moment of, you know, brain work and thinking, hey, right, let's just do this, let's bait him out and let's kill him. They put 3 people towards spawn side, and that's so much cover you lose purely from the fact that you're just trying to kill off this one player. And Dignitas capitalized from that, moved up a lot forward, up a lot more forward on the defense, and were able to pick off Phantasmagoria a lot easier. And now we'll see it down to a 4-on-4. Katana's heavily tagged up. Vay's dropping into lower A. There's the scopes. Fantasy's peeking towards back A. He's trying to find Zabza, but Zabza instantly lets him know where he is. Zabza is sitting towards that lower ruin side. Spray coming out from the back A area as Zabza still tries to scope in. And now the nades are going to start coming out. Although Zabza actually holding it. And of course, you will hear on Crossfire, these guys do try and bait out grenades so many times. So you'll always have the one bomb plant being faked, and then you'll move in later after the grenade comes out. That's why Zabza held it for that long. You know, he thought, well, the guy probably faked it. If I hold it on a little bit longer, I'll try catch him off as he moves back onto the bomb side. Kawa taking out Katana, though. Back onto a 3-on-3. Fantasy moved actually back across the street, watching towards Cafe. Although, that's cover that won't be needed as there is no one on that side of the map. King taking out Kawa. Mark there onto Robons. Mark a second one as he takes out Vay. And now he's actually heard the third player. It is right above him. Zabza lets off a shot. It's going to fall down. There is Mark below him. Pulls out the Deagle, but Fantasy from the top of the bus is going to finish him off. And Dignitas, early on into the second half, are taking a lead. And this is the point where, you know, Phantasmagoria can't lose any more of this because then they're out. There's no more other maps that they can try and bring it back on.
Fantasy stealing the kill away from Mark there. Mark really has been the king of consistency. It was always his tell before. It's always what he did. Oh! Katana trying to go straight up street there. Delru shutting him down, dashing through the smoke, but unfortunately it did not work out for him. He had two juicy targets. Unfortunately they were ready and waiting. Mark taking down Robbins there. Elking replying on Fantasy. It is a 4-on-3. Elking tosses out that nade, hoping it finds its home, but Mark finds it instead onto Vay. And Mark really ripping through Fantasy here. Not Fantasy, Phantasmagoria. Don't get confused. They sound the same. They are the same, but they're on different teams. That's Mark with the Deagle. They know exactly where he is. And why does he even go to that window when they know he's already getting shot out of the window? Delru with a long-range shot on Elking there. Straight down the street. Bomb plant going in. It's going to be an easy one. And Zabs now, it's actually an A plant as well. Something you rarely ever see in a game on Crossfire. And Mark finds another kill. Another 3 for Mark there in that round. And he just absolutely raided that A complex.
I was about to say, no, Phantasmagoria, I'd say they struggled that round, but, you know, Dignitas only lost one player. And, you know, if you want to start evening it out, you've got to take out a whole lot more than just one before your whole team gets annihilated. Katana taking out Mark early on, showing Mark that you can't actually push that mid-street. We'll see Fantasy, that shot ringing off as he takes out Katana. Elking wants to push in here, can't find anything. Zabza's towards the lower street. He can't find Fantasy. Fantasy is actually in the lower A. Sorry, towards the lower light area. And for a scope, this is a very odd position. Gonna pop his nade out towards that BL. See if he can close off that SMG. And can't find anything just yet. Finally does spot a player and just misses his head. He's gonna fall back towards the top of the street. Lay down some covering fire for the rest of his teammates. Kawa is gonna be the one with the bomb. And he's going to try and move in on that bomb site, see if he can draw out some bullets. Vay letting his position be known as he lay down lower A. But again, Dignitas playing it very slow. They're waiting for Fan to get into this position so they can pick them off. But Phantasmagoria's positions are actually really good. And they're preventing Dignitas do that. Zabza's late nade comes out there as Kawa returns onto the bomb. Zabza with another one as he takes out Blackmane. It's all up to Fantasy. He's got that scope out very quickly after grabbing that frag, and he spots one towards top A, barely misses the shot, picks up that bomb. It's going to go for the plant. He doesn't have much time. He's either going to need to get the bomb done here or kill both of these players. Of course, they're going to lay down. They're going to lay down some covering fire as one player covers the other one moving up, and he does actually take up Vay here. Now he's got to be careful because these two players are spread out. We see Vay pushing up. Zabza is watching the low part of that bus, and you can see how these two players are working together. They're going to move in on that bomb side. And we'll see Vay actually fake that bomb. Where is Fantasy? Fantasy drops down onto the bomb. There's 19 seconds left. And he was completely baited out there. Vay's going to grab that frag. They're going to get, or Phantasmagoria are going to get the defuse in. And it's going to take it to 8-7. Once again, closing it down to a 1-round gap. He's so tense. I can, like, my leg muscles are cramping. I feel like about as tense as Phantasmagoria right now.
Yes, they're very important round there. Like you say, baited out nicely there. Fantasy fell straight for it. And dashing through the smoke was like, ah, they're not there. And you could just sense it. He knew he'd been baited. And he wasn't going to get out of this one. Robbins goes down, opening frag again now. Oh, Elkin going very aggressive there. Elkin getting straight in. Very aggressive on his teammate, I might add. And Mark takes down Mai, and Mark gets a double kill. And this is going to be an easy round for Dignitas. When you're killing yourselves, it's not going to help. Not when you're on such an important round. And Fan really just screwed the pooch on that one.
I'm sorry, but that frag from Elking was just brilliant. He flew around the corner, saw his scope, and let off like 3 perfect shots to kill his teammate. And it's one of those, like, as soon as he stopped shooting, he stopped moving everything. He didn't move forward, his mouse didn't move, nothing. And it's like, oh, it's you. But, of course, new round, and hopefully another chance for him to redeem himself. Mark has pushed all the way towards that front A side, and actually, wow, misses a shot there onto Vey. Vey getting the better of him as he lands the headshot. But Mark taking an interesting route, using that wall on the front side of A to climb into the balcony and try and catch Phantasmagoria off guard. Even if Mark drops, there's still the rest of the team for Dignitas. And it seems that they can do a great job on their own, as it is down to a 3-on-3 at the moment. The bomb does go down. Blackman takes out Robons. Zabzan are moving in. He's still scoping in on that bomb site, wasting precious seconds. But he knows there's one on that bomb. And is, of course, conveying that to his teammate. It is Vey that's going to be moving up onto this bomb site. Lands the shot there onto Cow. He's going to go for the defuse here. He's actually going to fake it. He's going to try to draw something out. There's smoke everywhere. Lands the first one. Goes for another fake. But can he see it? Can Blackman see where the bomb is? And yes, he can. Lands the shot onto Vey's feet. And cripples him that way. That's going to take it to 10-7 now. Dignitas getting a little bit more of a comfortable lead here.
Yeah, it's that toe kill. It's deadly. So let's see if Katana's not had much luck at the start of the round for the last few times. And immediately eats another grenade from Delru there. Straight try. He's been trying to get up that street. Oh, just got a glimpse of someone. Elking catches a glimpse of him. Who actually gone down the side street. Elking using all these bullets in his gun to have Blackmane turn around and pop him in the face. But Zabza and Robbins immediately reply and making it 3-on-3. They have it in their hands. Fantasy knows there's someone right around this corner. And he does not want to go for it. He's gone. Comes around, manages to get straight deagle to the face on Robbins. And now Dignitas are going to push the pace. Can they get that bomb down? Zabza, as Coward takes down Vey. Zabza now the last man standing. Where is he? He's got his eyes on that gun. He's going to have a scope staring straight at him in a moment. He tries to switch to the gun. He's just lying in the street, toying with him, Delru there. And Delru certainly seems to have found his aim in this game, because he's got 16 frags, up from way more than he had in the last game. Mark's still topping it though on 19, playing very consistently. And Dignitas, wow, they're in charge now, 11-7.
They are. Blackman's the only one with a negative KD ratio, but I don't think it's going to matter too much for them at the moment. They're only 2 rounds away from securing this spot in the semi-finals here. And once again, we have Dignitas on an absolute rampage. Blackman grabbing himself 2 frags. Elking getting himself a reply, but it's a little bit late. Or it's not really too much at the moment, as the rest of his team is down. Saying that, Fan have brought it back to a 2-on-2. Elking pushing up on that B long. Of course, with the 2-on-2, pretty much isolating that one player, working together to close him off. They know Elking is on that B alley area. Now Vey rotating towards the top of the street, trying to get a angle on these 2 players. Does take out Cower, and it's all onto Delru. Elking finishing off the shot there. And you know, from what it seemed like, Dignitas starting off really strong, quickly swung sides. And Phantasmagoria closed off their round to take it in their favour.
Yeah, they had to as well. At 2-on-2 stage, it was vital that they closed it out. Watch Zabza not landing anything up the street again. That smoke working really well. Fancy did though, and it was Katana going down so early every single round. I think that's 6 rounds on the bounce. I've seen him go down very early on. He's not really offering a fat lot, which is not good considering he's their top fragger. He's just not having much of a look this round around on the defensive side. Dignitas seems to have his number. The bomb does go down quickly. And now it is a 4-man defensive scheme. Phantasmagoria have to try and break through it. You can see one goes through. Kawa actually takes down Elking, and Mini walks through the door. This time Vade does manage to take it down with that deagle. Switches across. Immediate crossfire coverage from Blackmane. Zabs it now on the bomb. Will he go for the defuse? Switches to the scope. Tries to look towards the top there. Mark taking out Robin. Zabs are now last man standing. He's got 3 on him. Oh, dashes through the smoke. It is Blackmane for the deagle. It is match point now for Dignitas, and they are looking to close this one out in style.
And it is literally a replica of the previous one, where it came down to 8-4, sorry, 12-8, and 4 rounds score difference between the two. And, you know, hopefully Phantasmagoria will be able to get one more round.
Again. Switching across, you can see the Vade does manage to pick up a double kill there. Fancy and Blackmane going down. Mark as well. Now Zabs the last man standing. Can Dignitas close this one out? Zabs does manage to take down Mark, but no, Kawa's there. And that is it. Not even a GG, not even a thing. That's it. It is game over. And Dignitas, well, they closed it out in style there at the end there. 13-8. Very well played by them. Phantasmagoria just couldn't quite get their stride going. They couldn't quite find the lead. They just led once, I think, in the whole map of Crossfire. Obviously, they had that great start over on city streets or districts, whichever one you like to call it. Depends what country you're in, really. But they just didn't really manage to find their stride on Crossfire. And Katana must have been 7 rounds off the bounce. He was the first man down, up the street, eating a nade or eating a bullet every single time.
And then you get to that point where, like, okay, so now, you know, it's been 8 rounds. I haven't died in the beginning. What do I do now?
Yeah.
This whole being alive is new to me. But yeah, so that has been the Corsair Vengeance Challenge semi-finals between Phantasmagoria and Team Dignitas. Team Dignitas taking a 2-0 in the maps, and they'll be facing off against Lowland Lions in the grand final. And of course, you guys can expect us to be bringing you guys that match. But from myself and D-Man for this evening, I hope you guys have a pleasant night. Goodbye.